You're on a 3-lane motorway. How should you overtake a slow-moving lorry in the middle lane if it's showing this sign? Cautiously approach the lorry, then overtake on either side. Follow the lorry until you can leave the motorway. Use the right-hand lane and overtake the lorry normally. Approach with care and overtake on the left of the lorry.
Correct. This sign is found on slow-moving or stationary works vehicles. If you wish to overtake it, do so on the left, as indicated. Be aware that there might be people working in the area.
Which road user has caused a hazard? The parked car, arrowed A. The pedestrian waiting to cross, arrowed B. The moving car, arrowed C. The car turning, arrowed D.
Correct. The car arrowed A is parked within the area marked by zigzag lines at the pedestrian crossing. Parking here is illegal. It also blocks the view for pedestrians wishing to cross the road, restricts the view of the crossing for approaching traffic.
Why should you reduce your speed here? A staggered junction is ahead. A low bridge is ahead. The road surface changes ahead. The road narrows ahead.
Correct. Traffic could be turning off or pulling out ahead of you, to the left or right. Vehicles turning left will be slowing down before the junction, and any vehicles turning right may have to stop to allow oncoming traffic to clear. Be prepared for this, as you might have to slow down or stop behind them.
Where would it be unsafe to overtake? On a single carriageway. On a one-way street. Approaching a junction. Traveling up a long hill.
Correct. You should overtake only when it's really necessary, and you can see it's clear ahead. Look out for road signs and markings that show it's illegal or would be unsafe to overtake, for example, approaching junctions or bends. In many cases, overtaking is unlikely to significantly improve your journey time.
What should you do if a driver pulls out of a side road in front of you, causing you to brake hard? Ignore the error and stay calm. Flash your lights to show your annoyance. Sound your horn to show your annoyance. Overtake as soon as possible.
Correct. Be tolerant if a vehicle emerges and you have to brake quickly. Anyone can make a mistake, so don't react aggressively. Be alert where there are side roads and be especially careful where there are parked vehicles, because these can make it difficult for emerging drivers to see you.
Why should you check the information leaflet before taking any medicine? Drug companies want customer feedback on their products. You may have to let your insurance company know about the medicine. Some types of medicine can affect your ability to drive safely. The medicine you take may affect your hearing.
Correct. Always check the label or information leaflet for any medication you take. The medicine might affect your driving. If you aren't sure, ask your doctor or pharmacist.
Why must you take great care when emerging from this junction? The road surface is poor. The footpath is narrow. The curbs are high. The view is restricted.
Correct. You may have to pull forward slowly until you can see up and down the road. Be aware that the traffic approaching the junction can't see you either. If you don't know that it's clear, don't go.
Which type of vehicle should you be ready to give way to as you approach this bridge? Bicycles. Buses. Motorcycles. Cars.
Correct. A bus or high-sided lorry will have to take a position in the center of the road to clear the bridge. There's normally a sign to show this. Look well ahead, past the bridge, and be ready to stop and give way to large oncoming vehicles.
What hazards should you be aware of when traveling along this street? Glare from the sun. Lack of road markings. Children running out between vehicles. Large goods vehicles.
Correct. On roads where there are many parked vehicles, you might not be able to see children between parked cars, and they may run out into the road without looking.
Why should the junction on the left be kept clear? To allow vehicles to enter and emerge. To allow the bus to reverse. To allow vehicles to make a U-turn. To allow vehicles to park.
Correct. You should always try to keep junctions clear. If you're in queuing traffic, make sure that when you stop you leave enough space for traffic to flow in and out of the junction.
What should you expect if you see this sign ahead? The road will go steeply uphill. The road will go steeply downhill. The road will bend sharply to the left. The road will bend sharply to the right.
Correct. This sign indicates that the road will bend sharply to the left. Slow down in plenty of time and select the correct gear before you start to turn. Braking hard and late, while also sharply changing direction, is likely to cause a skid.
What should you do if the traffic in the left-hand lane is slowing? Slow down, keeping a safe separation distance. Accelerate past the vehicles in the left-hand lane. Pull up on the left-hand verge. Move across and continue in the right-hand lane.
Correct. Allow the traffic to merge into the left-hand lane. Leave enough room so that you can maintain a safe separation distance, even if vehicles pull in ahead of you.
What should you do if the red lights start flashing as you approach a level crossing? Go over it quickly. Go over it carefully. Stop before the barrier. Switch on your hazard warning lights.
Correct. At level crossings, the red lights flash before and while the barrier is down. At most crossings, an amber light will precede the red lights. You must stop behind the white line unless you've already crossed it when the amber light comes on. Don't be tempted to zigzag around half barriers.
You're about to drive your car. What should you do if you can't find the glasses you need to wear? Drive home slowly, keeping to quiet roads. Borrow a friend's glasses and use those. Drive home at night, so that the lights will help you. Find a way of getting home without driving.
Correct. If you need to wear glasses for driving, it's illegal to drive without them. You must be able to see clearly when you're driving.
You've just been overtaken by this motorcyclist. What should you do if the rider cuts in sharply? Sound the horn. Brake firmly. Keep a safe gap. Flash your lights.
Correct. If another vehicle cuts in sharply, ease off the accelerator and drop back to allow a safe separation distance. Try not to overreact by braking sharply or swerving, as you could lose control. If vehicles behind you are too close or unprepared, it could lead to a crash.
What's the main hazard the driver of the red car, arrowed, should be aware of? Glare from the sun may affect the driver's vision. The black car may stop suddenly. The bus may move out into the road. Oncoming vehicles will assume the driver is turning right.
Correct. If you can do so safely, give way to buses signaling to move off at bus stops. Try to anticipate the actions of other road users around you. The driver of the red car should be prepared for the bus pulling out. As you approach a bus stop, look to see how many passengers are waiting to board. If the last one has just got on, the bus is likely to move off.
Which type of glasses would make driving at night more difficult? Half moon, round, bifocal, tinted.
Correct. If you're driving at night or in poor visibility, tinted lenses will reduce the efficiency of your vision by reducing the amount of light reaching your eyes.
You intend to turn left at the traffic lights. What should you do just before turning? Check your right mirror. Move up closer to the car ahead. Move out to the right. Check for bicycles on your left.
Correct. If you've been in a queue of traffic and are about to turn left, check your near side for cyclists, as they often filter past on the near side of slow-moving or stationary vehicles.